There we are. Sorry about that. We lost the internet again just for a wee while. We're all right now. Sorry, I was telling you anyway, the freaky storm that we had yesterday, and it was freaky. It just, oh my Lord, oh my stars. The rain was horrific. It flooded down where we have the doctors, and quite frankly, there was a tornado that took flight above the farm, and it's just insane. Yesterday was absolutely insane. And I've just been saying about the freakish weather that we're having, and berries, right? Berries that I have on my holly bush. Hello, another space note. I'm really sorry, we lost the internet. Crazy as it is. Sorry about that. And we normally don't get red berries on our holly bush, right? At least until mid-September, right? We don't normally, and it just feels so weird. The whole thing, every bit about this summer is odd. I don't know if it's because we've had such a dry spring that the plants are like sort of in survival mode, and they're like, we're going to have to start producing the fruit now because it's been so dry, we've hardly had any water. Well, can I just say that the water that we got yesterday was more than enough. It was like a month's worth of rain in 10 minutes. And then this flipping tornado, I mean, bloody Nora. I've never seen a tornado form in Yorkshire above a farm, ever. And it's like, where the hell did that? I mean, cows are there in the field looking at it like, what the hell are you? Where the bloody hell did you come from? And sheep are exactly the same. They're staring at us to say, what the hell is it? It's all very unsettling. Billy's craft room. Yeah, the reason for the mad weather is solar activity. The sun is in solar maximum, which I think means it's the closest to us that it can get. The sun has been very active, spitting out flares and... All right. Hey, that's interesting, Billy. That is interesting. I was wondering what was causing all the craziness. I mean, even the cows and the sheep are like thinking, what the hell is going on? Messing with the weather a lot. If I can find the channel, I'll put it... Oh, cheers, babes. Thanks. I want to say, it's like there's been a complete and utter tonal shift. It's as though autumn, which we normally get here in September, right, has shot forward 6 weeks. Indeed, a big solar spot last month caused the heat dome we are in. Right. I'm going to say, because I mean, it has been blisteringly hot, especially where I was in Sorrento. Hello. You're Diane, aren't you? You're the one that we want to call Diane, yeah? If I remember correctly. Anyway, it's lovely to see you all. But goodness me, it was crazy. I mean, it must have upset the animals, right? Because last night, and it doesn't normally happen, but at 11 o'clock at night, I could still hear the cows in the field, and they were mooing away. You're right, you're Diane. I thought so. Yeah, the cows were still mooing, right? They were proper like going for it. It was like a rave going on up on the farm. And the sheep as well, they were like buying away. I mean, I'd have been upset actually if the sheep had started mowing and the cows had started buying. Then I'd have thought there were a bit of a problem. But you know, horses for courses. Great to see you again, my dears. Yes, it is. I'm just saying, last night was really weird. The animals were really upset. Proper upset. I could hear them. And they were really bellowing. So yeah, very strange night all round. I'm sensitive, the energies, and when it's going to rain and thunder, so weather hurts a lot. All right. Oh, you poor thing. I'm going to say it were a hell of a storm that rolled through, and we lost power and stuff. You know, the lights went really weird. And I'm really glad we weren't out at the time driving in it, because we'd have had to pull over and wait for the storm to pass, because there were no way anybody could see anything. It would have been really bad visibility last night. You wouldn't have been able to drive in that. Oh. Yeah, it is. It's lovely that you're all here. So did any of you guys go through that storm last night, or was it just local area to me? Makes you think, doesn't it? You know, crazy weather that we're having. Been reading the Bible, and the amount of stuff in Revelations around right now is chilling. Yeah, I've got to say, you've got a point on that one, darling. We had the tail of it. Oh, you lucky bugger. Next time, can we have tail of it, please? Oh, dear. I mean, I shouldn't be laughing because it was really scary. I had to run around the house like a mad woman, closing all the windows, because the rain was so bad it was flooding the floor. If I'm not mistaken, we have a cloud seeding program to try and avoid the dry spells. Really? Oh. I didn't realise that was a thing. I've heard of certain experiments that they've been doing, but I didn't think they'd be doing that over the United Kingdom, mind you. Nothing surprises me these days. Yes, that's what I was going to say. Government in several countries are messing with the weather. You want a brain fry? Do some research into Project Bluebeam. Oh, yep, I can send you a government link. Oh, right. Oh, well, there goes summer then. I don't know, it's just crazy. Everything's crazy at the moment. I've never known such a storm, though, to go through. And like I say, when you're living in a valley, it kind of makes you think, oh, heck, please don't flood. It's crazy weather. Anyway, I just feel as though somehow summer has finished and we're into autumn, because the amount of leaves that are turning brown already on the trees and falling down. It's just like, yeah, I can see it. I can believe it. Control the weather, control food. Ooh, Does feel like autumn. Yes, drought conditions in trees going to shut down to protect themselves. I think that's what's happened with the holly bush. Like I say, we did put it back this year. It was getting up to about 8-9 foot tall. So we've taken the crown off the top and we took the sides out and we've shaped it more. Actually, it looks really pretty. She's got a name. We call her Drusilla. She's our first line of defence. If anybody ever jumps over the wall in the garden, they're going to get a right shot when they land on her. She's sharp. Oh, she's a sharpie. I agree, they limit the self-growing community's ability to be off-grid. Yeah. That's always been a thing. I've had an allotment in the past and it got taken off as the company that owned the allotment put it up for a land auction, even though it's written in that no one's allowed to build houses on it. Somebody bought it up for land to build houses on, and so far every attempt that they've made to try and get a house on the land has been met with no from the planning permission. But there's nice arable soil that's going to ruin because they own the land and they won't let anybody put an allotment on it. So it's really stupid, really, isn't it? Feels like world powers are using sci-fi movies as playbooks. 1984, The Sleeper, Silent Green. Yeah, I have to agree with you on that one. I'm down south and there are loads of berries here. Blackberries are doing well. In some countries, they ban people from collecting rainwater. Well, that's silly because rainwater, you can use that as, you know, to flush your toilets and stuff. That's madness. What a shame. It's almost as though they don't want us here because we're taking up too many resources. What do they call us? Useless eaters? Great. Title. Honestly, I just think everything's just gone topsy-turvy, absolutely bonkers. I like that film, by the way, Sleeper. That's the one with Woody Allen, isn't it? If I remember rightly, unless it's a redone movie. So much building works over floodplains and then wonder why houses are flooded out. Oh my goodness, mate, don't get me started on that. There was a petition in to build some houses not too far from us, and they wanted to put them down on the old playing fields until somebody pointed out that every year, without fail, the playing fields flood and they're a natural runoff for the local river. And anybody who's mad enough to build a house on that deserves to have it flooded. It was utterly bonkers. Yeah, totally agree. Insane. I'm rural north and me make jam. Yeah, actually I can make jam as well when I have enough strawberries. Rainwater collection is my next step. I have a backup solar grid. I think that's a really good idea. Well done, you're waking up. There's been there for a few years. friend. I have mesh core devices in Faraday box for emo proof and everything. Emo. Yes, we must keep our emo teenagers out of our electronics. EMP. Yep, that's the one. Personal sent notification of time to be deleted. Report to stated location for termination. Now, government have got made bill through. If they go the way of Canada, people pushed into electromagnetic pulse would fry all tech. Can you tell me what MAID is, apart from how I feel around the kids as the personal maid? But I'm sure you're meaning MAID means something else. I've never heard of that before. What's MAID? I'm learning new stuff today. Medical assistant in... Oh, I wish I'd not asked. That's a bit grim. Goodness me. I mean, I'm used to reading about the apocalypse in novels, you know, like story time. Yeah, them fun things that you pick up and read. You know, I'm used to it being like a shadowy government organisation in a book. No, you're telling me the real... Ooh, no, can't all be. Please don't fracture my fragile little mind any further. No, it reminds me, there's a John Christopher book, and I'll talk about it. It's called Pendulum, right? And I'll tell you in a minute when it came out. Ooh, it's quite an expensive book these days. They're wanting about 100 quid for it. Well, not bad, considering it only cost me a £5. Not telling me when written. It's set in the 1970s, I can tell you that much. I normally have this one written down. That was it, 1968 was when that book was first published, the 1st of January 1968. And it talks about societal breakdown back then. And as I say, it was set in the 70s, so it was written over 50 years ago, right? And it really is quite disconcerting the storyline behind it. Because you're dealing with normal citizens in the United Kingdom, right, that are just minding their own business and trying to get by on a day-to-day basis, which is, you know, normal. It's what you're supposed to do. You can build a Faraday box. Oh yeah, you can. Tula Lego T deck off-grid comms stuffed in there. Okay. Yeah, the Tripods trilogy.